Hi, James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to share and celebrate this wine, this producer with you today. This is Lenné from Yamhill-Carlton. This is an Estate Pinot Noir 2010 vintage. It's a 14% alcohol content wine. Back panel for your review. Now the clonal identity in this wine is that it is a Pommard 114, 115, 667, and 777 wine. Now, why that is important is that each of those clones, they are 100% Pinot Noir, is that they give a different weight to characteristic. That is, maybe some of the clones will give you more of a tea note, or maybe more of a black fruit note, or a red fruit note, or spice notes, or floral components, or whatever it may be. And those end up being blended into the wine and end up producing wines that are just layered and complex and beautiful. Yes, and there are some that are just completely dominant of one particular clone, and that's just fine. That is a call out that the winemaker makes, and that is something that really blends in terms of what you might be seeking out. So if you're seeking out maybe more of a eucalyptus, or maybe those really great, beautiful herbaceous tones, you might pick a different clonal expression. They're not as common as one might expect. You often see them, say, different clones that are blended together, but in my opinion, that's often done to give the optimized characteristic and flavor and scent notes for that wine for that particular vintage. Now, for me, being foot on ground in Oregon was a great educational experience. It was to understand, you can even see the rows and the difference of Pinot Noir in Oregon versus California, where in California it might be more, more compact. In Oregon, you have a lower yield, so probably up to maybe less than 50% or 40% less than you do in California. You do have a variation of more daylight hours in Oregon compared to California. But I think that they are different worlds altogether. That is, the Pinot Noir in California, I've heard it said that some people say they prefer California Pinot Noir because it's more expressive. And while that may be true, I think, I always say, I think the nuances in Oregon Pinot Noirs are just phenomenal. They're beautiful, they're gorgeous. They're picking up the characteristic of where it's being grown, the Willamette Valley. And for me, that is a really wonderful way of understanding Pinot Noir, and to understand those differences, and not really hold one above the other, but maybe in terms of your palate, maybe it changes over time, maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is just a different way of expressing that with what you're serving food with, or not. But for me, I'm in love with Pinot Noir, and I'm so privileged to have tasted so many amazing Oregon Pinot Noirs, including this one. So here we go. I'll take a taste and tell you what this wine is like. Notes of black cherry, pomegranate, black tea, tamarind, shishito pepper, and lavender. I give this wine a 9.2 out of a 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salut.